With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 2 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
We must remember that food is made for man and not man for food. Eat to live and not live to eat should be our maxim in life. Please continue watching to find out more.
If we want to prevent a climate change catastrophe, it is imperative that world leaders acknowledge and act to cut every major driver of climate change, including industrial animal agriculture, Moby, vegan.
If you visit vibrant Pakistan, its citizens will show their warm-hearted nature with the words Assalamu alaikum, which translates as Peace be upon you. Gracious viewers, I'm Shah Leila. The peaceful people of Pakistan see in you a sincere and trustworthy friend and thank Allah for your friendship. May you always know the bliss of paradise. Welcome to Ahar or Diet, selections from The Wheel of Life by Sant Kirpal Singh Ji, Vegetarian, Part 1 of 2. Sant Kirpal Singh Ji Maharaj was a disciple of the well-known master of Bias, Hazur Maharaj Sawan Singh Ji. They met in 1924 in the ashram of Baba Sawan Singh Ji on the banks of the Bias River. In the master, Kirpal Singh Ji recognized the luminous form he had seen during the 7 previous years in his meditation. Hazur Maharaj Sawan Singh Ji initiated him into the spiritual discipline of Surat Shabd Yoga, and from then on, Kirpal Singh Ji dedicated his life to reaching the summits of spirituality. Today we present to you excerpts from one of his books, The Wheel of Life. This book explains in detail the theory of karma or action and reaction, the way to escape from the endless cycle of transformation, and how important our diet is to our spiritual pursuit. Ahar or diet. Diet naturally plays a major role in the problem of life. We need food for the upkeep of our physical being. We are compelled by nature to exist in this world as long as our allotted span of life is determined by destiny or karmas do not run out. For our very existence, we have to subsist on one thing or another. Man is quite helpless in this respect. The law of karma is nature's unseen method of keeping the world in its iron grip so as to keep it peopled and going. It therefore becomes all the more necessary that man should guard against contracting eating habits thoughtlessly, heedlessly, and indiscriminately. As we cannot do without food, we must select at least such articles of diet as may prove the least harmful in our spiritual pursuit. Our diet should not contract for us unnecessary karmic debts, which it may be possible to avoid with a little care. With this end in view, let us study nature. Man's diet comes mainly from the earth, that is land, air, and water. We also see that life exists in all that is moving and static. The moving creatures live upon each other, as well as on static creation, to eat vegetables, plants, shrubs, herbs, trees, and the like. Man, however, makes friends with and loves creatures or birds and animals as they live life in nature and makes them his pets. The ancients knew well that man, bird, and animal were all bound up with the same karmic bond. Man, with the thought of common brotherhood, worked hard both for himself and for his pets. He tilled the land, grew fruits, and produced food both for himself, his bird friends, and his cows and oxen. But in course of time he grew ease-loving, with the result that he first preyed upon the animals' milk and then upon their flesh as well. According to the moral, social, and spiritual codes of conduct, one must not interfere with the lives of any animal in God's creation. In India, this standard of living is enunciated as ahimsa, or non-injury to all living creatures. This led to the vegetarian diet as contradistinguished from the non-vegetarian diet. As we think deeply over the natural and unnatural phases of diet, we come to a better understanding of the problem of gunas, or the innate propensities, natural inclinations, and latent tendencies that are inborn in all sentient beings. Diet must be classified into grains, cereals, vegetables, and fruits, which are classed as sattvic or satguni diet, a vegetarian diet that's based on Ayurvedic principles. This diet is pure and produces serenity and equipoise, benefiting sages and seers. The saints and hermits who retired to secluded caves and huts for meditation always preferred potatoes, sweet potatoes, zamikund or artichoke, etc., which grow and develop under the ground. They also took mul and fal. The edible roots of mul also grow underground like radish, turnip, and beet. The fruits provided them with sufficient vitamins and organic salts in their original form to keep them fit for a life of concentration and meditation. Some of the foods naturally grow in abundance, while others are produced with some effort. The grains and cereals were meant for the general public. Sattvic or pure diet of edible roots, potatoes, fruits, etc., prolongs life and cures a number of diseases and ailments. Its utility has come to be realized even by medical science. Nowadays, many medicines are prepared from herbs, fruits, and grains, and these have been found to be very efficacious. Again, all natural curative methods of sunbathing, sea bathing, mud bathing, water bathing, massage, physiotherapy, nature therapy, and chromotherapy are producing wonderful results. The sattvic foods and simple living are conducive to the development of the highest culture or civilization. We must remember that food is made for man and not man for food. Eat to live and not live to eat should be our maxim in life. By following this course, we create receptivity for higher things in life ethical and spiritual, leading gradually to self-knowledge and God-knowledge. Tamsik or stupefying diet consists of meat, liquors, garlic, etc., or in fact any other diet, natural or unnatural, stale or fresh. Those who resort to free and uncontrolled eating live to eat and not eat to live. Their aim in life is hedonistic, and their slogan is eat, drink, and be merry. They indulge headlong in what they call the sweet pleasures of life. When blessed with small powers of concentration, they direct all their energies, mental and physical, towards glory of the little self in them, the egoistic mind. Man is pleased to term this course of action as the higher reaction of civilization. The masters of the highest order strictly prohibit this sort of living to those seeking the knowledge of the spirit in man and the final liberation of the soul from the shackles of mind and matter.
Go ahead and make war, so that all the devils in hell will be so happy to roast you after.
Loving viewers, we appreciate your company on today's Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for part 2 of this program. Coming up next is Understanding Animal People Emotions, books by Dr. Jeffrey Mosaif Masson, Vegan, part 1 of 2, right after Noteworthy News. May your noble, exemplary way of life help bring peace to all beings in Allah's boundless grace.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Unsere Sendungen bieten viele Sprachen. Gehen Sie auf suprememastertv.com/schedule und suprememastertv.com/WOW.